Hey guys, Andrew Beatty here, your local fitness and fat loss expert. So today I want to talk to you a little bit about food, okay? So so many of you guys are finding it hard, like you're wondering, I'm eating so healthy, I'm not losing fat, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm not losing fat, I'm doing it all right, but nothing's happening for me. So like what's the reason? So we're going to address that a little bit, we're going to explain to you, why. So we're going to explain to you what happens when you eat food and how to make the perfect day, okay? So that you burn fat, you get the body that you want, you get the results you deserve, all right? So here's what we're going to do real quick, right? We're going to talk first of all a little bit about blood sugar, right? And then we'll jump right into your diet. So what I want you to do, ignore this board right now. Just skip it, okay? Just look over here at this board, right? So let's just say that this line, this red line, is balanced blood sugar. So what that means is everything in your body is normal, it's fine, it's healthy, right? So what's going to happen is this. You're going to wake up first thing in the morning, so 6 a.m., 7 a.m., whatever time it is. Blood sugar is down low. That's normal, that's fine, right? But when you eat, no matter what you eat, your blood sugar is going up, okay? It can go up kind of in one of two ways, really. So either really high and really fast, so like this one here, all right? If that happens, it will come down really low and really fast, okay? All right? Or it can come up nice and slow, just above the line, meaning it comes down nice and slow, just below the line, right? So let me just explain it a little more to you, right? If you're above this line, there's sugar in your blood. If there's sugar in your blood, you can't burn fat, all right? So let me show you. Here and here. Sugar in your blood, you can't burn fat, all right? At the same time, if you're down here a lot, all right, so if you're down here like throughout the day, what happens is your body's stressed out. So the simplest way to put it is your body's stress hormones are going to force you to store fat rather than burn it. And you don't want that, right? Of course not. So here's what we're going to do. Every single food does something to your blood sugar. It just so happens that carbs tend to do this one more than this one. Alright, does that make sense? Of course it does. Now I'm not anti-carbs, but what we're going to do is we're just going to jump over here to this board. We got a new client yesterday, and we went through her diet and figured out, what she was eating, what she was doing right, what she was doing wrong. And this was what she ate yesterday, right? So this is what she ate before she met me. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to mark the carbs on yesterday's diet for her, okay? So I'll put it in red. Banana has carbs, apple, pear, strawberries. Coffee and milk aren't carbs, but we're going to call them carbs for this, and I'll explain why in a second, okay? Okay, the sandwich, so that was 2 slices of brown bread, carbs, coffee and milk again, crackers, yogurt, potatoes. Alright, so what do you see? Every single thing she ate was carbs, okay? And that soup was carbs too, by the way. Okay? So, if that's happening, let's jump back over here a sec. If you're eating like that, your blood sugar is going up, down, up, down, up, down, all day long, okay? Remember, if you've got sugar in your blood, you can't burn fat. If you're down here a lot, you can't burn fat. Okay, your body's going to store it. So, we want to be as close to here as possible. Okay? And it's really simple to do that. That's the good thing, right? So what we're going to do, we are going to add protein to every single meal, right? So, barely reach there, I'm really short. We're going to add protein to every single meal. So protein is meat, fish, eggs, and protein powder. Okay, so those are your main sources of protein, right? So what we're going to do is, we're going to give you 3 examples for breakfast, all right? Then we're going to jump onto your dinner, and we're going to show you how you can have the perfect day tomorrow, all right? You ready? Yep. All right, so, porridge. Okay? You can have porridge if you want to, right? It's a carb, no problem. Remember, we've got to add protein to every single meal. So you got 2 options here with your porridge, right? Number 1 is nuts, and seeds. And number 2 is protein powder, right? Man, already, I'm really Alright. Okay, so what do we do then? You made your porridge, that's your carbs, no butter. You gotta add some protein to it though, right? So option 1 is nuts or seeds. Option 2 is protein powder, okay? So you cook the porridge in water, not milk, right? You get a handful of nuts, handful of seeds, mix them in, mix it up, eat it, done. Or, if you want some flavor, you got a sweet tooth, no problem. You're gonna buy some protein powder, cook your porridge, dump in a scoop of protein, mix it up, eat it. It's gonna be, that one in particular will be so damn nice, okay? And it's gonna fill you up a lot more than, your smoothie or your toast or whatever it is you're having for breakfast, right? And it's gonna keep your blood sugar a lot more stable, so around that middle line, right, which is where you want it, right? So that's number 1. Number 2 is, have you got a blender? If you don't, go get one, right? So they're gonna cost you like, 30, 40, 50 quid, whatever. It's a great investment, right? So what you're gonna do is this. You're gonna buy protein powder again. Now you don't need to buy it, but I think it's really convenient, especially if you've got a busy lifestyle, which I know you do. You got kids, you got a husband, you got a wife, you're busy, you work, right? You got no time. So, protein powder, that's your protein which you want with every meal, right? Done. Mix it with water. We're going to take this opportunity to get some vegetables, right? So we're going to add in some spinach. And if you don't like spinach, don't worry. The protein powder tastes so damn good, it's going to mask the spinach. You won't even know it's there, okay? Trust me on this one, alright? So that's your vegetables. And then you're also going to add some nuts. So I personally like almonds, but you can have any nuts or any seeds you like, alright? So those are your fats. If you still want a little bit more taste, no problem, just add some berries. I'm not big on fruit for fat loss, but if you want some berries, they're your best option, right? So I would say blueberries, right? So what have we got here, right? Look, protein powder is your protein. Water is water, obviously. Spinach is veg. Almonds are your fats. Blueberries, your carbs. That is a fat burning meal, right? And best part, it will take 45 seconds to make. I kid you not, right? So you're going to blend that up. This is a new marker and it's already wasted. Of course it is, because I'm doing a video, right? That's option 2. Option 3, this is your golden one, it's going to be an omelette. Okay, so if you've got time in the morning, you're going to make an omelette. It's the best option. If you don't have time, because you stay in bed, just get up a few minutes early. It only take a couple minutes. Okay, so. 2 to 3 eggs in your omelette, right? That's going to be your protein, which you want with every single meal. You're catching on with this now? So protein every single meal. Alright? You're going to add some sort of vegetables. I personally like spinach and peppers in my omelette, but you can have whatever you like, okay? Whatever veg you want. Okay, now here's what we're going to do with this one, right? So you've taken out a lot of the carbs that you were having before. So you're going to have a little less energy, right? So you've got to kind of replace it with something. So if you look at what we've got here, protein, vegetables, not a whole pile of energy coming from that. So what you're going to do is, let's say, tonight, you know that you're having an omelette for breakfast tomorrow, and you're making chicken with your dinner, right? You'll set aside a small bit of that chicken, it's already cooked, it's ready, it's done. Tomorrow morning when you're having your omelette, just dump it into it. That's it. Okay, so that's going to get you some extra protein, it's going to fill you up more, it's going to keep you happier throughout the day, and it's going to help you burn fat, which is what you want. So, protein, chicken, fish, whatever you want as long as it's extra protein, right? Can you do that? Yeah, of course you can, right? So, I mean, these are some simple options. I'm just trying to show you how you're going to make your meals, right? Protein with every single meal, ideally some vegetables, some fats. That's it. It's that simple. And these are all tasty, so there's no reason you have to be like, on a diet and hate it and it's not nice and starving. No, you won't get what you want that way. And that's why you've failed in the past, isn't it? Right, so this is what you want. Okay, so fill up, eat more food, it's gonna help. So that's breakfast. Dinner, so we're gonna skip lunch, and I'll tell you why in a second, right? Dinner's simple. Most of you guys are gonna be cooking dinner anyway, right? So especially if you've got kids. So dinner, you got protein with every single meal, right? Yeah. So protein, which is meat, fish, eggs. So let's just say, you know, you chicken. What? It doesn't have to be chicken. That's your protein. Can you do that? Of course you can. Some vegetables, you know, chicken stir fry. Can you do a chicken stir fry? Right? So veg. Can you do that? Of course you can. You want some carbs though, right? Yeah. So here's what we're going to do, right? You're going to ignore calories, you're going to ignore proteins, you're going to ignore fats, you're going to ignore everything except for this, right? Look at the back of any label, right? My mark was wasted. Damn it! Carbs, right? Let's just, I'm making these numbers up, but let's just say whatever carbs you're looking at, there's 100 grams in it. Okay? Now it's not this simple, I'm just going to break it down for you, right? Those carbs break up into two things. Number one, sugars, we'll either say sugars or avoid sugars. And number two, oh, my writing is so sexy. We'll say sugars and we'll say fiber, okay, or some variation of that, right? Here's what's going to happen with a crappier food. Of that 100 grams, 80 or something might be sugar. 20 might be fiber, right? Now, you're never going to see numbers that high. I'm just going to show you the difference, right? If this is happening, your blood sugar is going up and it's going down. So you're going to have cravings, you're going to have no energy, you're going to be cranky, you're going to be moody, you're going to hate life, and you're not going to get the fat loss in the body that you want, right? So we need this to be the other way around. Sugar is the high number, or the low number, fiber is the high number, okay? And like fiber, the more you can get, it's a magic elixir. You'll have more energy, you'll have more fat loss, you'll have no cravings, you'll just have a better life. Okay? You'll be so much healthier. Fiber, fiber, fiber. So here's what we're gonna do. First of all, fruit and veg have tons of fiber. But you want some carbs, right? Of course you do. I want some carbs. So we got this. So, you're going to make your dinner. Chicken, veg, chicken stir fry. Done. Then you're going to come over here and you're going to pick one of these carbs. You can have as much as you want. Doesn't matter, right? Beauty of them is they're full of fiber. The more fiber you can get, the better your results are going to be, right? Remember that? So, just pick one of these. Add it to this. That's dinner. Can you do that? I know you can do that, right? But you got to make it nice, right? So what we're going to do, tons of herbs, tons of spices, as much as you want, doesn't matter. Balsamic vinegar, salsa, pesto, all these things can be added to your meals. They're going to make it so much nicer, so much more palatable, right? I'm saying it right, whatever. They're just going to make it great. And they're going to make your diet a lot more bearable, a lot easier, right? But here's the big thing. Tonight's dinner is tomorrow's lunch. So if you make dinner tonight, you just make a little bit extra, that's lunch tomorrow. That way you know that you've got a healthy meal for the next day. Does that make sense? Yeah, of course it does. So, that's it. Protein with every single meal. I've forgotten my list. Protein with every meal, right? So meat, fish, eggs, you can do that. Right? Let's eat, minimum 3 meals a day. Ideally, we'll get an extra snack at some point, which you can do as well, can't you? Of course you can. Just make sure it's protein of some sort. Okay? And then if you're not doing this already, tons of water. Okay? And most importantly, when you wake up first thing in the morning, you get up, you go to the bathroom, you go downstairs, you drink water. Right? So, you drink that much water, right? Like that, not that much, but you get my point. A lot. A little tiny glass is not enough. You've been dehydrated all night long. You've got to get some water. Okay, it's going to change your life, it's going to make you healthier, and the healthier you are, the quicker you're going to get the fat loss that you want, right? Does that make sense? Okay, good. So, remember, that's what you're going to do. You're going to forget about, calories, whatever. It's just sugar, it's just fiber, and it's just protein with every meal. That's it. That's your new life, okay? You should be easily breaking through any plateaus, burning more fat than you've ever done before if you follow this. Does that make sense?